There's no doubt what I proved today is true. But I didn't realize I would end up proving Lana guilty.
Alvin, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendants.
Are we serious? I'm like, if y'all don't come in with a hold it. Look who came back out of nowhere. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Most Hated JC back at y'all with another episode of that Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My brothers and sisters, you see the shirt? Hold on now, you see the shirt though? You know what this means, right? Every time you see this shirt and this game, bro, it is still trial time, my brothers and sisters. The trial latter, that formal part, we breeze through it. Like I told y'all, when it comes to this detective attorney stuff, bro, I do this. Before we hop into Phoenix, right, you know, there is some things I need to address. A lot, like I said, and when we first came back to this game, a lot has changed. A lot has changed for the Most Hated Mafia, bro. If y'all have been in tune with the community tab, been in tune with the description, or just check the links that I have linked to my channel, you would know we officially have a Most Hated Mafia Discord server. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Most Hated Mafia HQ, it's official, it's here, it's new, and it's clean. And I want to give a big shout out to my boy. I know y'all been seeing him in the comments, and like I said, the Minecraft stream, to my boy Josiah or whatever, bro. If it wasn't for him, bro, this Discord server wouldn't have came out as fast as it did. Truly appreciate that, bro. Not to get all sappy or whatever, appreciate your family. Discord server, that just want to address that. Hey, bro, the link's in the description. Just go check it out for yourself. I don't really know how to promote a Discord server, bro. I never thought we would be here this fast. So that's the Discord server out the way. Gotta address it in video form because, like I said, I am ahead. So the link been in the description for the past few videos. But you know, for the people who don't check the description, yes, Discord is officially open. Link in the description, or if you go to the about section of my channel with all those other links, it is there as well. Also, what I wanted to address, thank y'all so much for all the love on the channel. I did see it. We have hit 700 subscribers, bro. I know I'm late, but like we all know, bro, I be ahead on videos, bro. But even though I be ahead, just know, bro, I'm always grateful. I appreciate the love, you know. Just thank y'all for rocking with it, bro, supporting everything I do. It's just fire, bro. It's just fire to really see like a little community forming, bro, when literally like the beginning of this Ace Attorney game, like, you know, there was barely anybody, and now we're 700 strong with a Discord server, YouTube partner, like memberships is open now. Like, we've come such a long way, and it's all thanks to all you guys' continuous love and support. So I just want to say thank y'all for rocking with it, bro. Truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Enough rambling, enough getting sappy. Y'all know I rock with y'all. Now it's time to hop back into this trial. All right, episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, day 3, trial ladder, my brothers and sisters. And it feel weird because, you know, I'll be honest, y'all know I've been prideful of being on time with recordings and things of that nature. You know, that's PM. That is for show PM, bro. I don't know what's going on, why I felt like playing this so late, but we're here. That's all that matters. Let's lock in. That's all that matters, bro. And now I also do have an excuse if I start getting lost in the trial, because it's almost 12 a.m., my brothers. I don't be hanging out like that. It's only because my schedule's messed up because I've been working, you know? Been working. Trying to put in work for y'all. But all right. February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Back in the trial like ain't nothing, had back at it like a bad habit, bro. It feel good to be back here. We gotta get Jake Marshall on the stand for them bloody fingerprints and wiping away that bloody handprint. Like he really thought it was sweet.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back, so I'm assistant list now too? Damn!
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Because Emma was crying at the end of the investigation that I wanted to, you know, call out this dude Jake Marshall, but it's like, bro, if the shoe fits, you gotta wear it. It's for your sister at the end of the day. You rather Jake over your sister? You know, what you said? Like, he drinking on the stand. That shows a lot about his character. Witnesses, sorry, I keep looking over here. I'm just trying to make sure everything is good.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Talk about it. How are you? Okay. He stopped drinking. I was gonna say, how you speaking through the drink?
Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
It's a grown... It's 11, bro. It's 11, bro. Let me chill. This is a grown man. Really swearing he's like the Lone Ranger. And he's just not from that. Like, nobody finds this awkward.
Same as you,
Wandering the trails of civilization.
occasionally helping the elderly, cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Well, damn.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
This judge is too old to be a judge. I'm not gonna lie.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
I tried. I ain't hear nothing.
To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
I guess Edgeworth couldn't prep him good enough. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. You was talking about Edgeworth?
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place.
Indeed.
Is this correct?
According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado soul that's as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
I'm not gonna lie, he might be #1 yapper in Ace Attorney, bro, because what is he talking about?
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly.
I'm saying, bro, what is blood yapping about? Just talking to talk. Love to hear the sound of his own voice.
Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English.
Right, bro? Aren't y'all in Japan, though? You said it's because I got it to the English settings. My fault, G. Day of the crime. Talk about it, brother. Where were you? What was you doing?
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchid.
Huh?
They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
Like, what are you talking about?
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
Let's just put him in jail, like, just cause. Is this nigga serious?
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
As he's shaving, so disrespectful. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? Right, I was gonna say, cause I was like, what, the camera and the ID card? Like, is that really 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader.
That's what, okay.
I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
What is a cowpoke, bro? Yeah, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers? Oh, that's another layer of security.
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
I mean, Gumshoe did say some people on the force didn't know about them. He's not being very helpful. It's like the worst witness we could have called up, bro.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders. He needs to be fired.
Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
Pause? Question mark? Cross-examination, day of the crime, let's lock in. Oh. Now, yeah, what is a bone orchid, bro? Like, can we, like, speak in real terms, please? How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room if you was at a saloon? Like,
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings.
what? Like, you interred them? Well, like, kept track of them? Like,
Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape.
so he was in charge of clearing the footage.
If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours.
Each time I'd erase the tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
I wish you would have erased more then. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. So why was your fingerprints in there? Hello. I see you, Phoenix. I'm supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. So you're supposed to go in there 3 times a day, bro? But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner?
I told you that ain't my style. Who does he think he is? I'm afraid I don't understand. We don't speak Texas like 1886 Texas lingo, bro. Speak regular. Damn.
No desperado I know lets rules get in his way.
No desperados I know join the police force, right? They ain't that for Comic-Con, bro.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime,
Just between you and me, I ain't set foot in the evidence room that day.
there was rubber gloves stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about it?
Why is the judge pressing him? Ain't that my job, bro? What are you doing?
Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How did this guy avoid being fired? I'm saying, like, get him gone yesterday. Besides, so we talked about that. Wait. He said 2 security systems twice? I mean, maybe I should press that again. I'm gonna just press everything. You know, when in doubt, press it out. Used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence.
If it was, you wouldn't be security now, just saying. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works.
He can't be for real. Like, come on, bro. Does he really think I'm gonna just be like,
Yeah, bro. Such is life.
like, no. That's quite, incredible. What's incredible about that? Incredibly ignorant?
The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentioned it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. So did I, Phoenix.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
Right. You remember, right? You're right, bro. Talk about it. I'm just pressing everything just to be sure. What were you doing in a place like that? Talking about some street-style saloon. Eating spaghetti.
Not even Angel Steak lunches can beat that Parlor's Vongo sepia pasta.
I hate him. I can't wait till he's off the screen.
Do you mean to tell us you you abandoned your police duties to eat noodles?
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. He is such a cornball.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, did you not want to raise this year? Right, Edgeworth? He got some dirt on you or something? Because Edgeworth's been letting this dude slide with a lie. Because anytime a witness talks to Edgeworth any type of way, you know, Edgeworth be pressing them instantaneously. So, like, they got something cooking, bro. I hate how the hat's sitting on my head, y'all. Hold on. I'm just saying, Edgeworth is letting a lot slide. It's an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right, partner. Or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw.
What?
Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
One thing seems clear. It's by being responsible for guarding the evidence room.
He can't even do that. He's incompetent.
The witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
You're not from there. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Before I use it though, I'd better up the ante. Oh, okay, let me see. What do we gotta present? I'm assuming this, the fingerprints, right? So that means where would I present the fingerprints at? Is the question. Innocent traveling. I'll try it here. Before that, let me save. Let me save just in case, bro. Let me save while I have full health just in case. Let's present the fingerprints right here. Talk about ain't no more ammo. Explain this then, bro. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this, bro? Right? Look, and then he go back to this. You think I'm scared of you? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
Alcoholic. Like, it's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Yeah, let me chill. I was about to cuss.
Listen real good, partner.
Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crib. But you said you ain't been there in weeks. You found that handprint, like, you know.
I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
So why you hiding your face about it? Like, I only wish it were, officer. Right, press him, Phoenix. There was bloody fingerprints, bro. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Look at his face. Everything about him is corny.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away, however. Aluminal testing clearly revealed this. Oh, Phoenix! Well, Officer Marshall? Talk about it. He finna throw that knife at my head, bro.
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
What are you talking about? You can't even guard an evidence room. Don't talk to me like you're him, bro. You're trash. You're garbage. Like your booty juice.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall?
Right? Edgeworth, let him do him.
About the blood-stained fingerprints?
Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime.
Let's see what BS excuse you come up with now. Bloodstained fingerprints. What's up, man? Talk about it. My fault, y'all. Bloodstained fingerprints. Talk about it.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves?
How would you know that?
See, I had nothing to do with it.
How would you know the murderer was wearing gloves?
The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubts.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
How would he know the murderer had gloves on? What? Like how?
Defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Because if you don't, like, I can't really come up with the exact reasoning, but that don't make no sense. Only natural. Okay, yeah, that's fair. One just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstain. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Okay, unrelated. How do you know is my question, bro? That's what I'm saying. How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was a bloodstain at the scene thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. Yeah, but we're talking about the other bloodstain that you wiped away, gang. You know what I mean? Hold on, do we have that as evidence, bro? Yeah, it's still the same thing. Okay, that's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that one too. But that's not the locker I'm talking about.
So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprints.
That's the only logical conclusion.
I can't let him squirm out of this. I've gotta find something. Something decisive to tie Officer Marshall to this crime. Okay. Interesting. I'm trying to think, right? The print had been wiped. I'm just trying to make sure I picked the right thing, because it's gonna be the same thing. It would have to be the same item again. Yo, I have an eyelash in my eye, bro. I'm sorry. I've been at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The locker where my fingerprint was. But that's not where it was, though. He didn't touch the one where it was. Hold on, before I do this, bro, because you're not making sense, gang. Let's press this before presenting, bro. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Oh, brother. A completely unrelated. I'm gonna try presenting it here. I'm gonna try presenting it here and hope it works. Yep, nope, it's wrong. The music's still playing. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Yeah, that was the wrong one. They aren't, are they? Yep, take your 2 points, bro. Yeah, we get it. We get it, bro. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. He's senile. He's gonna forget the trial tomorrow. I don't care how he feels about me. Bro. I'm gonna just press everything. I'm gonna just press everything. That's because how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
Okay, so I wasn't just... See, this is why I always press everything. This is a whole new thing he wasn't gonna say.
What? What do you mean?
I mean what I said.
This is why I always gotta press everything, bro.
That's the locker I used when I was detective. The locker I still use.
This just proves it was him in the video because that little clock wasn't there before Bruce Goodman walked past it, bro. Just saying.
All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it, right? Okay, now it's updated. On Marshall's own locker.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
Okay, so I just... See, this is why I always press before presenting, bro. I just lost 2 points for nothing.
The picture? This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards.
This trial can't be over soon enough. Him and Angel, trash cornballs. No wonder they got kicked off the force, bro. Y'all corny.
There's only one reality, and that's this.
Security tape. I mean, yeah, it proves that you were dressed up as Bruce Goodman, bro. Like,
so long as my trail isn't in there, can't say otherwise.
he dug his own grave, bro. He just confirmed that he had access to his locker with the fingerprint.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, consider your testimony, Officer Marshall.
He dug his own grave. Wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Okay. Hold on. Touch the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Okay, I'm gonna press the new thing he said. I'm gonna press the new thing. Let's see what you're talking about with this. What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner?
Whoa.
If so, that video was the only direct evidence you had.
Whoa. Press him, Phoenix. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Like, how is he wearing that robe? He definitely doesn't dress himself in the morning. Places you can't see? Talk about it, Phoenix. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape, which is exactly what he did, because all of a sudden there's a cloth in there, but we never saw him walk back out. Like, come on now. What?
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present. Please do so now.
Okay, I been knew what it was. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. You self-snitched.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Shut up.
Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall.
I know exactly what we finna do, bro. Come on now, I promise you we do. Right? No, nothing there. Just wait. Yeah, Meekin's finna get folded real quick. He really got worked, bro. That's crazy to me. Right. Let it play. Pause! Hey, yo, Court, can we talk about this? That wasn't there in the beginning of the video. Come on now, he's snitching on himself. That confirmed it even more, talking about...
Hey, that's my locker. My fingerprint's supposed to be all over it.
You should have made sure the evidence was all tucked in, buddy. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. What?
Days are short in Texas, so are our tempers.
You're not from there.
Did you sum up what you had to say in 8 words or less?
I'll knock you off your feet. Stop talking to me like that, bro. And Phoenix says yes. That's why I couldn't be an attorney. I'm too ghetto. Very well. You
can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
I'm not your partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in said video. I love when Phoenix gets to talk and hit smack, bro. I be feeling it. I be feeling myself. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a little bit. You know, let's rewind. Did you ever see him leave the room and nobody pointed that out? Like, because we already know he wasn't Bruce Goodman. The locker was already open, you know? We already know that much, bro. Hello. Oh!
Oh! The white cloth! It's gone!
And who was the only person who wasn't in the room? Come on now.
What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. I need to get me a little Phoenix Wright badge, you know, for when we play the second game. Low key to put on my shirt for the trials. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. What's up? Talk about it. I know he's pissed.
Order! Order! It would seem that only...
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man.
You literally said yourself it was your locker and you still use it.
So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
How else would somebody open it? Please tell me. See, even Edgeworth can't come up with an objection.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
Are y'all serious?
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
Cause you're brain dead. You're actually a fool. He's actually a fool. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. Like, bro, he doesn't. He's actually a fool. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker, gang.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff.
I know everybody is in the stands like,
This has to be the dumbest witness of all time, like... we all knew this. We were here day one. He should have been here to come up with a better testimony day one.
like, you know, he's a fool.
You said open that locker?
Now prove it, like, bro. Allow me then. Allow me. Only the detective's prints can unlock it.
Fingerprint sensor.
Yeah, look at you, sweating, holding a knife. Come on now. We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. This was a layup.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
That's what happens when you're not on your job. Know everything about your job. Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. And I really could have saved him if he just listened to what I said too. Ain't that crazy?
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
And Jake Marshall's one of them. Thankfully so. Thankfully so. So, Sheriff? What do you have to say in 8 words or less? Hit him right back with it. 8 words or less. Ugh, what are you eating on? Cow balls? Like...
Only got one word for you, partner. No!
What the hell was that? Did he just have a heart attack, bro? What the hell was that about?
Order, order, order! Witness, explain yourself!
If this is a joke, it's the worst I ever heard.
Ain't nobody laughing, bro. I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. The only joke is your lack of knowledge for your job and your IQ. The lack of IQ, lack of competence. You're just trash. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime, please and thank you. Lying on the stand. Stop chewing on them cow nuts and testify.
Olay! Please answer the question.
What's up with all these Spanish references? How they know? What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. Allow me to tell it for you. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. Oh my gosh. Phoenix is sunning him. Cause the thing, that's what I like Phoenix, he's like one of them he's like a, you know, typical lovable MC, right? Like, you know, he's a little dumb, he let people get their jokes off, but when he gets in his element, bro, he's talking that smack. You know, he's donning the Himothy title when he knows what he's doing, bro. When I know what I'm doing.
Begin.
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion, he would have to been in between the two lockers. Right?
No. Well then, let's hear it.
Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Cause we would have saw him if he was here, and we would have saw him if he was here. Hold on. What? Cause we would have saw him if he was, I want to say here, but then Meekins would have saw him, no? Cause he came around here, but he would have saw him. My gut says here. There we go. As you see, always trust your gut, kids. Office. Oh, y'all forgot an R there, Capcom. Ain't that crazy? Capcom. How Capcom makes this, and then they also got Resident Evil. Like, how'd that work? Officer Marshall was standing right here.
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory.
The chamber's empty, partner. Better reload.
What? Now they're ganging up on me?
Perhaps. You should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was.
Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been... Wait, what? Let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall standing at the time of the crime? I'm so lost. What are they? All right, I guess I'll press either one of these blue things. Like, oh wow, did they purposely misspell it so I know when it's wrong? Because now there's an R there. Officer Marshall was standing right here.
There.
But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Y'all really still believe that was? See, this is when I start messing up in Phoenix Wright trials, right? I know it was a stupid mistake on my part. I own that. Trust me, I know that. But I'm over here. I'm not thinking we're still seeing this dude as the victim, bro. That's why I'm not pressing. And then they talking about he was hiding. So obviously I pressed the court. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to press either V or K. I mean, I probably should have known it was right there. But still, you're talking about he's the victim. Like, I get it. I was jumping too far ahead. Let me chill and stay in the moment.
That's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I literally thought we already proved that, bro. Like, I swore we literally proved that by saying he was the only person that could open that locker just now. But I guess, bro. You know? I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. Like, I thought we were all on that page already. That's my fault, though. I'll take that out. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. Hey, prediction counter. I called it during the investigation, did I not? Come on now. Give me my flowers, don't hate.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knowed for sure.
Might I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. That's what I'm saying. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered your evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Like, y'all forget this dude was the aggressor. He pulled out the knife. Like, what do you mean victim? Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? Well, I guess because it's Goodman, right? That's the victim of the case. You're right. He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Right. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? And we literally brought this point up in court already. Like, what are we talking?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. Yeah. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. So it's not that he didn't even have it. It's just, you would see the difference, bro. They don't look the same.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? Press him, Phoenix! Look at him chewing on him, counting them cow balls.
Got quite an imagination, partner. You got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
What? Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
You're reusing jokes, bro. Not cool.
Well,
Mr. Wright, you have evidence proving beyond a shadow of doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim.
Well, follow me, Your Honor, before I say anything. Follow me. So, y'all remember when I looked at that picture of Wanda wearing the coat, the bloody coat in like the last trial? Follow me, Your Honor. You know, we saw that Bruce Goodman stabbed up Meekins' hand, right? And just saying, Lana never wore a coat like this. How else would blood get on it? She's not the killer, bro. Come on now. Come on now. I pointed that piece of evidence out a minute ago. Officer Marshall was dressed as the victim. Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. Yes, you do. I just showed it.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
You was just crying, chewing on cow balls, talking about some. This is a unfunny joke, bro. Wait till I put this out, bro. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Look at Edra. He hasn't said nothing this whole trial. Uh-oh, he finna switch sides? What's going on?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed.
Lack of experience? I literally cooked you every trial we've been in. What are you talking about?
I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. That's what I'd be doing. That's why I'd be messing up. But R.I.P. baby girl. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. That's what I'm saying, the bloody coat.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker, because Meekins came back and he wasn't expecting to have to deal with nobody, so he sliced him up. We saw it. He got blood on his shoe, on his jacket, everything.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. And after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
Right.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, Just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video's my only shot. Oh, so I was wrong? So I was wrong with my blood on jacket theory? Alright.
Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth.
I literally have one shot. Let me save. Right.
Please show us why the witness had to open his locker.
Alright. I know exactly why he had to. Cause he stabbed Meekins. Like, are we all not watching the same video? Look, here he come. Just fast forward a little bit. You see this? Hey! Alright, now I'm gonna let him play a little more. Okay, did the blood get on him there? There we go!
When I told you the blood on the jacket, I was just looking at the wrong picture.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. Oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
However, something unexpected happened. You got caught lacking. Right. So Meekins is as chopped and brain dead as Meekins is. He saved this investigation. Shout out Meekins. You're a real one. That's why you always salute. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, there we go. Officer Meekins panicked, right? And the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat?
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker. Anything to say? What is this?
Not bad.
Let me see. Can you see the finger?
Not bad, partner.
Like, what? That's not clean. You think the girls like that one? Like, no, they don't. They don't, bro. It's whack. You're trash. Everything about you sucks.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all.
It's like, bro. It's funny because, like, he really was fighting a downhill battle, or like an uphill battle, I mean, for his perspective, bro. Like, it was just too bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. Everything was looking way too bad for him, and he really tried to deny it. And he didn't even have all the facts himself, despite working at this, on the force for 2 years, bro.
I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth.
Whoa, what you mean by that?
2 years ago, you were only half as persistent then as you are today. We all wouldn't have to be here now would we?
That's the thing, Phoenix is always cleaning up someone else's mess, bro. Life of a defense attorney. You know? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. It seems the time has come.
Thank you. Get to snitching. Marshall's confession. Here we go.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 515.
Okay, he confessed.
So the supposed victim was really you?
Y'all gotta give me my flowers for calling it, bro. And I don't want to hear.
Yo, bro, we should have game before. Stop acting smart. Oh, whoa, it was so obvious. Even I could have got that.
Just show a brother some love. And I know majority of y'all will. That's the thing. I'm just talking to any butthurt, you know, the butthurt haters who want to talk down on her, bro. Just don't comment if you don't, you know. Ain't your mothers teach y'all if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all? Come on now. Either be nice or shut up.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand, right? Did we forget his hand's been bandaged up this whole time? My guess is he's the donor.
Hey, he slit his hand open. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. That is true as well. That was a pool of blood. That was a pool of blood. Okay, so that's the problem with this. Got you. I had to do it. Yeah, what are you talking about with this, though? I really have no health. Oh my god. Yo. It's rough. It's rough. Talk about it. When you say it, you mean...
You may have to ask, partner.
The SL-9 incident.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Why do they want to keep it alive so bad?
That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? So is he trying to say, like with this SL-9 not being over, because right, let's look at the court record. Right, SL-9 incident, files for the Joe Dart killings. And, but they saying they did kill him. Because my theory is, right, because this whole thing, oh wow, head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth and Lana and Emma were witnesses. We didn't see this. Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators Lana, Damon Gaunt, head investigator Bruce, and investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Star. So right, we kept hearing how they killed the victim, they executed the serial killer, right, without any decisive evidence. So maybe it was the wrong guy, because now Bruce Goodman's dead. This whole SL-9 thing was, like, these are all people on the force who died. You know what I mean? So are they trying to say that, like, bro, like, the real killer is, like, he finally struck back, and, like, in their own weird way, Jake and Angel are trying to bring the attention back to this case? Because, like, it's clearly not over since Bruce got clapped, you know? That's my theory, bro. That's what I'm getting out of this. Like, my first thoughts.
When the case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't even in charge of that investigation. Right, we just saw it. He was just an investigator. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why I
stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. You plan to take out the evidence. Talk about it. Talk about it some more, bro. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report. My question is, why didn't he finish it?
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. That's where I found it.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall?
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
Look at him still trying to talk smack.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints.
And that's facts. But where does the glove fingerprint come from is the question now.
Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That's what I'm saying. Who placed the rubber glove for him? That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Right. We're expecting Meekins, you knocked him out. I feel like that's not going to tell us much, but just in case. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say, I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person.
Facts, the unsung hero of this all. Of all this.
Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
Right, he was talking smack on him. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? That's what I'm saying. What does Edgeworth got on the police force that he could just do that? Like, bro's a prosecutor.
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife? Right, we don't know what knife. That's the knife you use and you're putting it to your face? This dude's nasty. It had Meekins' blood all on it. He's like,
I'm trying to shave.
like what?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say. I mean, it makes sense. We see him shaving with it all this time.
So you knocked Officer Meekins out and
managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. Talk more about it. I can't just be presenting willy-nilly. I only got one shot. So you did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
however, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
Why is Edgeworth's only time talking this whole trial is to dunk on the witness? Because I brought him in? Like,
if someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
what was Officer Meekins doing during that time? He was knocked out, slumped, nighty-night. Like,
what else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is on that day,
like, bro, he was asleep. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Okay? Talk about it. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. I should have presented the jar somewhere, I think. I think this is where this comes in place. I think that's where this comes in place now. I'm about to do that at the last thing.
What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner.
so you saw the evidence from the locker.
Actually, no, I didn't.
Good thing I didn't present nothing. I would have been GG's. Like,
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
how? Who else went in there?
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor.
This is news to me. This is big news to me. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence? Yeah, they didn't. This is brand new. We need to go find that. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country.
Oh, brother.
Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
Why did you do this? Thank you. Talk to them. What's the motive, bro? Stealing a detective's ID? Injuring a police officer?
Cause SL-9 ain't dead.
I swear if he just says that, I'm gonna run over my stand and knock him out myself, bro. I don't care if I get suspended. Get somebody else. Like, come on now. He's trash. He's not giving me nothing to work with. This is no small offense. Oh, when this thing come on, you already know what's finna pop off.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution, you know? That's that man's livelihood at the end of the day.
Like I said,
Let me save though, just in case. Just in case something else pop off and I die.
like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. Now do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
Damn. Like, if it's my theory, like that's true,
Aren't they kind of like real ones for doing this, bro? You know?
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Alright, talk about it. I can't just forget the SL-9 incident. You know why? Talk about it. Why can't you? But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence. I remembered the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me.
Can you enlighten us? Like, damn! Y'all keep tiptoeing around it.
Something went down at that trial.
Ooh, talk to me.
Something no one will talk about.
So can you talk about it? Right.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Are you serious? Ezra, you're hiding something. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Hold on, let me look again. What was Ezra's role in this? Head prosecutor. Okay. Yeah, Edgeworth, you hiding something again, bro. Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is? I had a feeling we wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I better take another look at the files. You know? Okay, so he's saying, before that though, I'm gonna say it again. So he's saying present it at what, the last thing he said? So he's saying, you know why. So let's present it here. There we go. When that music stopped, you know you did good. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. And Edgar got the nerve to say,
your lack of experience is finally showing.
like, shut up, I beat you every time we encountered. Even saved you from jail, bro. Like, don't try and, like, be cocky with me. I think I know why you care so much about the SL-9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
What does that even taste like? I have the SL-9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. There we go. Talk about it. Good thing Lana gave me this file right before this second half. In the list of murder victims, Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? I didn't even really look at the victims' names like that. Wait, really? Hold on. Let me look at the victims. Victims. Wow, it's right there. Neil Marshall. Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Rachel Moss, Jason Knight, and Neil Marshall. Was that your pops, your brother? Oh! Remember in the investigation where I was like, we don't know who that dude is at the bottom left when it showed Goodman, Jake, and April? Was that this dude's brother who ended up getting murdered, bro? Okay, Ace Attorney, I see y'all! But before that, let's take a sip of water. It's getting hot in this beanie. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall?
They did say they saw everybody as disposable, bro. That was Angel and Jake's whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago?
Oh, wow! That was him.
He received that same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
Must be talking about the King of Prosecutors award. And that's ironic that Edgeworth is the one to get it this year. Wow.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL-9 case before I did.
Before he was a casualty of it himself.
That's right. He's killed. And the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you?
He was my brother.
Damn, he took off the hat and all! That's the dude who was at the bottom left of the investigation picture. And I was like, we don't know who that is yet. Okay, Ace Attorney. Like I said, they started cooking back up with this one, bro. They cooking. They're cooking.
He was investigating the murders with Damon Gone, the then deputy chief of police.
Notice how Yep, this is the exact picture I was talking about.
The group of detectives I was part of worked under them.
Remember I said Bruce Goodman, Jake Angel, and we don't know who that is, bro. His brother, R.I.P.
You were desperate to prosecute the killer. Damn.
Whoa!
Joe Doc.
This is him. Whoa! Thumbnail. Hello.
My brother fought Doc and was killed.
Damn.
That was the first time Doc left behind any evidence. That was all we needed.
Oh my gosh.
He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
What do you mean?
Right, what's going on? That's what you're not telling us.
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Doc. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beat him in a fight.
Is that factual though? Like, is there evidence?
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions.
I mean, he would know best though. He would know best out of everybody, but
there's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Like I said, bro, they're kind of real. My theory wasn't right, but like, Angel and Marshall got good intentions low-key, you know? There's some shady business going on, and I don't know why, but the first person that comes to mind being at like the head of it, it has to be Damon Gaunt. Cause like, he's the chief of police, right? And the police have been like stepping on people's toes this whole case, bro. Like, something's not right with him. Like, I know he presents himself as a jolly guy or like a goofball kind of, but bro, I have a bad feeling about him now after this, because his name is everywhere in this case. And everybody's like scared of him in a way, except me, because I didn't know who he was, because I'm new around here, you know?
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL-9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Right. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Damn.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day.
And now he's gonna try and flip it back on Lana Sky. Even though there's still no evidence.
The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Okay. So now, the next investigation and trial, we just gotta clear Lana's name. We just been clearing up what's going on at the police station the whole time, you know? Chance. It's got to be more than just that, right? That's what I'm saying. This is a two-person thing, bro, or maybe even more. Maybe even more. You know?
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime.
Y'all literally have no evidence against her. Literally. The only thing y'all have is her confession. But no evidence though.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Here we go with this again. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner.
Shut up! Like, shut your... Yo.
All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it.
But not at the... not at the parking lots! None of the mysteries there have been resolved.
Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable.
We literally saw her lie about her entire... This is what I'm not getting. She blatantly lied in her whole testimony.
If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Yo, this is why I don't like Edgeworth, bro. Ugh. I'm not going ARG. I'm not no pirate. That's why I don't like Edgeworth, bro.
Arrest my case.
He is so corny. Are we serious? Hold on, why they playing the music?
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
But bro, this still doesn't prove that Lana's the... Like, what in these trials and investigations has proved that Lana's a murderer? Like, what? There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape was really fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Are we serious? I'm like, if y'all don't come in with a hold it. Look who came back out of nowhere. Your Honor, wait! Emma? The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Were you running getting evidence? Where were you? Right? What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor? Oh, in a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Emma, you better have something clutch, because when you ran away and ain't come back now, you better came in with something, case breaking, you know, busting the case wide open. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. How you feeling, Edgeworth?
I don't want to leave any loose ends. Want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Okay, there you go. Edgeworth at the beginning of the game wouldn't have done that, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL-9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky Sisters were in that file as witnesses, bro. Yeah. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That's why she was crying about it. That left only one thing. The other handprint, right? The gloves.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. That's what you were doing this whole time? So, I ran over there and looked at it again. I got a good assistant in Emma. Emma's a good placeholder assistant for Maya. So, did you find something? No! You might as well stayed gone. Huh? Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Now, why did she come in here all confident? What were you confident about? Like, what?
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. This doesn't change anything, though. Your sister's still gonna go to jail now. You just prolonged it, like... And I'm just an attorney. Like, But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. That's the first time she said that, and look at the situation it is. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh boy.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department.
Hold up, Your Honor. Let me save real quick, just in case I mess something up. Don't want to tweak out.
Does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark.
Facts. Because they had gloves, bro. You know, that still don't mean like, because obviously Jake didn't leave it there. He didn't have gloves on. We found his prints. That means somebody else was in here.
Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright! I'm so sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If ever I needed to concentrate, it's now. Okay, what could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? There's no problem. I object, bro. Objection! When in doubt, object, bro. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. Been staring pretty intensely at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yeah. Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Like, why am I the only one who sees this? Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Okay. Yeah, something that when drawn. Is he talking about the camera not being drawn? Will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Are you talking about the camera?
Let us pray the defense is simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use. Because the blue badger wasn't drawn! Oh, wow! The blue badger mascot was in front of that locker covering the one with the bloody glove print on it. Okay, Phoenix, that's what wasn't drawn there. I get you now.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
It's this. It's this. It has to be that.
What about that piece of plywood?
That's what I'm saying. We didn't pay it no mind. We just thought Meekins was moving it in and out. And why? And then I say, watch it be something that saves the case. This blue badger evidence, bro. And look at it coming in clutch, bro. I'm like, what does he mean? It wasn't drawn in. It was either the camera or the blue badger, and the camera's not in our evidence bar. Hey, the first smart thing this dude that said all trial, bro. The blue badger, mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. Take a walk with me. The blue badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. That whole thing with the blood is covered. He also has a handprint on his face. I didn't even peep that. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Exactly, covering that whole area. Well, is that how Marshall got past without getting seen, bro? Because of the blue badger?
Well, what?
Yeah, Edgar caught on. Yeah, he caught on. That's right. So long as the blue badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. Okay, Phoenix.
What?
Talk about it, Phoenix! Press him! Say his finished trash!
So that means, just exactly what does that mean?
It means it can't be done!
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker.
Now we gotta figure out how they actually got there. Don't look at me, I didn't put it there! Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma? On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? Right. After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in? Right, and then this is where the jar comes into play and all this stuff.
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
What is balderdash? What is that? It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation, bro. On February 21st in the police department's evidence room, talk to him, blood was spilled not once, but twice! Ooh!
But how?
Look, you see how he reacts when he doesn't know, as opposed to how I react when I don't know? But he's the pro. There's a reason why he's never beat me, bro. I'm just saying. One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, that other time, right? There's no recording of it, bro. Whoa, because there was all that blood right where Meekins was. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Neil Marshall? Is this nigga serious? Is that where we're going with this? Wait, no, or Bruce Goodman. Right? Right, we're talking about the real victim here? It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Okay, we're on the same page. Let's go. So he really was murdered here, and you hear the theme playing? Let's go!
That's ridiculous! I refuse to accept your absurd claim!
Shut up and let me talk! The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. Talk about it.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
When did the first incident occur?
Summarize the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
This trial is heat! That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Very well, then tell us.
Hold on, let me save just in case. Save again, we got it pretty far. Hold on now.
Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place?
It would have to be the ID sheet. It would have to be this. Right? It would have to be this. If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. So, that's all them sevens? We need to find who that belongs to, bro, because we know everybody else's card use is accounted for.
An ID card? Oh, the ID card record!
And that happened at 4:20. When did Edgeworth walk in here, bro? Hold on. Edgeworth walked in at the same time as 777. Oh no, he walked in 20 minutes after. My fault. It's 12 a.m., bro. Let me chill. But he walked in 20 minutes after. So Edgeworth didn't see anything. Yeah, 4:20 is when it happened, bro. That's crazy. Oh, they just pulled it back up. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at 4:50.
Let's see here. 4:50 p.m.
Exactly.
The crime took place before that time, then it would be
4:40 p.m. or the 4:20.
Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done?
I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy.
Whoa! Good thing Edgeworth don't got melanin. That would have looked crazy.
Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me.
Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminal test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
Yeah, because of the Blue Badger. Are you not paying attention, Edgeworth? That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away. Oh, we're talking about over there. Okay. By the real murderer.
I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That's what I wasn't even thinking it was Edgeworth. I'm saying it's the 7-7 number, 4:20, bro. He had 30 minutes. That's more than enough. And it's a 30-minute drive from the police station to the parking lot. Ain't that some stuff?
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Exactly. Let's look at the chart again. That's what I was saying. We already suspected Edgeworth once. That's not happening again. There's only one other number remaining. 7777777. I don't know if I said it right.
Talk about a lucky number.
But wait, that doesn't make any sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. They both went together. Exactly. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 777. I'm only saying it 3 times.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID's number is 7777777. That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor.
Now's not the time for that.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that card.
Watch that be Gaunt's card, bro. Gaunt is looking crazy right now, bro.
At least at present.
Because now he took away Edgeworth's privilege. Him and his people are doing investigating now. What?
Explain yourself, son.
The ID number 77 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher.
Gaunt! I've been on you!
Someone who is a so-called executive officer. You don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Who else, bro? Come on now. But that's ridiculous. Just how...
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge? What you mean, you need a warrant for his arrest, bro?
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates.
Whoa! This case is busted right back open, bro.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Yes?
No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there.
You're talking to Emma.
Your own little executive.
Oh. Anna? Okay. Well, he said the defendant. My fault. I'm tweaking. It's 12:30, bro. Chill.
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 777.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident.
The SL-9 incident?
Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
Hey, yo. This case has layers, boy. We thought the final case of the main game, DL6, we thought that was layered, bro. This one got hella. I'm like, whoa. Talk about it.
You need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor.
I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth.
2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time,
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. She admitted to forgery? I mean, well, it's known in, like, the inside department, like, you know, the attorneys. But now it's being released to the public. Talk about it. Right, talk about it. Look, Lana? I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you really did?
Okay, Marshall, cook her then!
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't!
Whoa. I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why won't you answer him?
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. Oh my god, Lana, you're nasty for that. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like we said, intentions, right, we get it, bro. But at that point, you're a criminal too, bro. You breaking the law. You're going around the law, you know? It may be deserved, but like, at that point, you kind of know better than him. Y'all both breaking laws. Now look how Karma got her as a, wow. That's crazy how that works. Because I was just about to say, Karma's gonna come for her. And now look at her in his position. Like, obviously, right? But he was actually a murderer, though. But now she's being accused of murder, and they're trying to slam everything on her because she wanna not get bro locked up the right way. Now 2 years later, it's come back right in her face, bro. That's crazy. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence. Damn.
You can hear a needle drop, bro. A pin drop, bro.
You just admitted it. 4K.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
No!
Talk about it!
Order!
Lana's remark caused such a stir. Wait, I couldn't read it. Would have to wait until the following day? They're ending it there? They ended it there. Lana's remarks caused such a stir, court would have to be adjourned till the next day. I'm so glad I picked this trial back up. All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for today's episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, bro. I told y'all, I had a phenomenal feeling just from the first investigation back, bro. This is why I love this game, bro. They be cooking with it, bro. So much got revealed this trial. I'm not gonna give y'all whole synopsis. I've been recording for 1 hour and 40. Y'all heard enough about this. But the proof itself is there. And I'm just glad so far the return has been living up to its, it's been living up to my expectations, bro. When we come back to this, day 3 investigation, bro. We have a lot to uncover. A lot to uncover. I don't know how the hell they planned, like, this case alone is its own game. I see why it's DLC, bro. This is a whole game, but just one case, bro. It was a little bumpy at the start, but they are doing nothing but chefing the finest lunch ever. Hey, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, if you enjoyed this episode and have been enjoying the return of this series as much as I have been, make sure you drop a like and comment so I know that you want to see more and you want to see this series finished out. If you are new here, you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell so you're always in the know when new vids are coming out, because trust me, my brothers and sisters, you are not going to want to miss anything from any of the games on this channel or any videos I post in general, bro. I'll be trying to do my thing. And since that button is directly next to the subscribe button, hey bro, join the memberships, get some cool badges, some cool emotes, some other members perks depending on what tier you choose, bro. And I know on mobile it probably doesn't show join membership. There's a link in the description that you click and it takes you right to the thing to become a member, bro. If, like I said, not mandatory. If you have the extra funds for it or you want to show bro some extra love, greatly appreciated, but not mandatory. Just keep watching and liking and subscribing and commenting, if you can't do that. But if you do have the funds and you think I earned it, bro, I appreciate you, family. If you want to be the most hated news, follow the social that are displayed right here. There are also always linked down in the description below for direct links to the social you want to follow me on. And now, I also have to add, we also have an official Most Hated Mafia Discord that is also linked in the description down below. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with it. It's still new, but pop in, bro. Pop in for a fun time, man. And as always, love and peace y'all for the support, and I'll see y'all in the next video, bro. There's still a lot to uncover. I can only imagine how long this next investigation is gonna be, but I'm here for it. You better be too.